Welcome to the new edition of Placemaker Challenge. This became a very nice tradition at this point, but as I said, is the first one that is post-COVID, so we are very excited about this. But just briefly, what this is all about, this is part of something that we call Tooltest Day, and it's something that kind of evolved together with Ryan into a Placemaker Challenge, but originally it was just an idea that when we started establishing the Placemaking Europe network and in general placemaking networks around the world, we're thinking like, okay, what we can do, and then why we don't start experimenting with tools, tactical approaches, and so on, because that's the great thing about the network. We can share very fast a lot of tools and a lot of approaches. And this is how we have been doing it. So like that, the idea is that we either get a tool from someone or we just totally experiment with an idea and then we share perspectives, give feedback, and so on. From then, I mean, a lot of things evolved. As I said, when Ryan and our friends from Placemaking US jump on the train, so to speak, and we start developing this into a Placemaker Earth challenge as well. That already this is the third edition. We already had one in 2020 and then 2021. So we had a lot of results already that we can share later on as well. But the idea is basically that we passed through a lot of ways to experimenting of how to do this in the most effective way. So we experimented with different tools. We experimented with street lighting in the evenings and so on to create some extra atmospheres. We experimented with planting and also doing some kind of social activations and also climate awareness. This excellent project from Tina Govan, who organized a local community to have these badges and to have consideration of cutting the ivies. So they got the Habitat Hero badges in their local municipalities, which was great. We had other climate awareness actions and kind of provocations that we had all around the world. But the logic of this is, and I think probably that's the most important thing that I would like to share with you, is that every time we kind of, as we did all of these exercises, we developed the Tooltest Day journey that basically starts with check-in session like this one. And then later on, it continues into getting on board, so joining the experiments cohort. So like now we'll announce a topic, and then we'll go continue with accepting more people in. And then after 2 weeks, we'll have a session in which we'll kind of discuss everybody's ideas. And then we can share ideas, we can get perspectives from professionals and also from each other. Then we had the action, which will be during the Earth Day. In the week of the Earth Day, and everybody will proceed with their local experiments and tactical interventions, provocations, whatsoever. And then somewhere in May, we haven't decided the date, but we'll get back together and then we'll speak about what we have done, what we have learned, and so on, what worked, what didn't, and this and that. So in a way, that's the framework of what we're doing here. And why we're doing it is just because it's a great way to learn. It allows very efficient exchange of practical knowledge and allows us to experiment, gaining of skills and experience. Also because we collaborate and connect, and that's great because we really start creating some meaningful connections around this. And I think it's a great proof of concept that our friends in US and Ryan, we never met in person, and we already kind of have pretty well developed connection between each other, which is great. So there you go. We proved that this works. And then, of course, it's great to learn from each other and support each other. Of course, it's also something that we really get inspired from each other, and it's a great think tank initiative that we can also incorporate different perspectives. And simply because we love it, we love getting our hands dirty, and we love getting this push from each other. So we have like this one day in the year, especially for the Placemaker Earth Challenge, that we really celebrate Earth in the best way possible as placemakers by getting our hands dirty. So yes, again, welcome. I'm looking forward to this year's edition, and let's see what we can get